Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back on my series of Jupiter transits in 2016. And today we'll be talking about how this Jupiter transit, which is happening on August the 11th for the next 13 months, will impact people with the moon sign of Scorpio. And how it works is that you open your natal birth chart, and in case moon is placed in the zodiac sign of Scorpio, then your moon sign is Scorpio. And we'll be talking about how this 13 months transit of Jupiter, which is moving from Leo into Virgo, is going to affect people with the moon sign of Scorpio. Modern astrologers are of the opinion that we should also consider transits from the ascendant. So in case your ascendant is Scorpio, you can also watch this video. However, the rules when we consider transits from ascendant and when we consider transits from the moon sign, the rules are different. So for example, if a transit is happening for a moon sign in a particular house, it may be good, but if a transit is happening for the same house, and if you consider it from the ascendant, the rules are different. So please do not get confused on this. This video is specifically for Scorpio moon sign, because the Shastras, or the ancient scriptures, very clearly mention that the transits, or gochara as it's called in Sanskrit, should be considered from the moon sign. So what is going to happen to people whose moon sign is Scorpio starting August 11th for the next 13 months? Well, I have some great news for you. And the news is that this is a very good transit for you, and it will get you all kinds of benefits, because Jupiter is moving into the 11th house from moon, which is Virgo, from Scorpio, which comes as an 11th house. And it's a house of desires, it's a house of gains, it's a house of fulfillment of desire, it's a house of friends. So everything which is signified by the 11th house will be magnified, because Jupiter magnifies wherever it goes, and it is going to magnify that particular house, meaning which you have a great chance of fulfillment of your desires, which is very good for people with the moon sign of Scorpio. Also, your health may be in the best condition during this 13 months period, which starts from August the 11th and goes through September of 2017. Wealth matters in general, family matters, and children, which are significators of this planet Jupiter, are also be very positively impacted. You may develop a great relationship with family members. Your wealth, or your hoarded wealth, as you could say, may increase, and your children's health may be much better than what it was currently. You may have a great relationship, or well, not may have, you will definitely have a great relationship with your spouse. In case you're in some kind of a relationship and you're still not married, this is an ideal time for you to get married and plan a marriage. Planning children, also, this is a very great time for Scorpio moon sign people to plan children, start a family. Business partnerships, excellent time in case you want to get into a new venture. This is an excellent time for Scorpio moon sign people to get into new ventures. Relationship with colleagues at work, that is going to improve tremendously. Relationship with the boss will improve tremendously. Everything seems to be positive for the next 13 months starting August 11th 2016 for the moon sign of Scorpio, people with Scorpio moon sign. If people are expecting any promotions, that's a great time as well. If people are going on pleasure trips, socializing, this is a great time for them as well. In case they are planning pilgrimages or religious ceremonies, this is a great time as well. And this may be an excellent time to get good advice from people. So there are certain periods of time where people may run into situations where they do not get good advice. Not that people do not want to give it to them, but situations come where they are unable to find good advice. In this 13 months period, which starts from August 11, 2016 for Scorpio moon sign people, there is a very good possibility that during this 13 months they will get good advice, and if they follow that advice from whoever they get it from, their gurus, their friends, their well-wishers, those advices will be very, very helpful to them. So overall, an excellent period. Now, as far as other transits for other planets go along with this Jupiter transit, in January of 2017, the planet Saturn is moving into Sagittarius from Scorpio. So this transit, well, in terms of a Saturn transit, may still be a little difficult for Scorpio moon sign people, because you're still in your Sade Sati period, or the 7.5 years difficult period of Saturn, because right now Saturn is transiting your first house from the moon, which is the zodiac sign of Scorpio, and it's going to be moving into the second house from the moon. So you're still under that 7.5 year tough Saturn period, but you've already almost crossed 5 years, and this will be the last lap, the last 2.5 years period of Saturn. And of course, a lot of things have to be taken into consideration, which is the Ashtaka points, while considering how severely Saturn is going to affect you in terms of its malefic impact on your life when it moves into Sagittarius. And I'm gonna have a separate video for that when I do it for Saturn transit. But as far as Saturn transit goes, it's still a tough time. But the good news is that for everybody, and that is for everybody, that Jupiter is separating from Rahu, where it's sitting along with Rahu in the zodiac sign of Leo, and on August 11 it is going to separate from Rahu, thereby moving away from Rahu, thereby completing or finishing the malefic yoga called the Guru Chandala yoga, which has created havoc in a lot of people's lives. For Scorpio moon sign people, it has troubled them as far as their career and their profession is concerned in the last 12 months or so. So the good news is, along with the good news that this transit itself of Jupiter itself is going to be great, the other good news is that Jupiter is separating from Rahu when it moves into the zodiac sign of Virgo, thereby removing the malefic impact or the malefic combination, which is the Guru Chandala yoga. So two double good news. And then we'll have to figure out, of course, how the transits of other planets are concerned. But mostly we see these two major transits, or transits of these two major planets, which are Jupiter and Saturn. And Jupiter, as we know, is a planet of expansion. So when it's good as far as the transits goes, it gives you a lot, much more than what you actually can expect as well. Now, also do not ignore the dashas which are running in your birth chart, which are operating as per your birth chart. And in case you're running a positive dasha as per your birth chart, that's a double positive effect. And in case the dasha is not that positive, then of course some of the positive effects of this Jupiter transit maybe under some kind of a resistance, I would say, but overall it should give you good positive results. But yes, if the dasha is not great, and if you're under the malefic influence of a malefic planet as per your dashas in your birth chart, then of course there could be some resistance to this good effect of this transit which is happening. So overall I would say it's great news. and hopefully you enjoyed this video. And I will recommend, in the meanwhile, subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There is a link below, and I will see you with the continuation of Jupiter transits 2016 in my next session very soon. Goodbye.